What do we have here? A package was delivered today. I do believe it is the leg kits for the gaming table.
Previously on Shelf Help Gaming. We've got a little folding table that we've been playing games on, and it's been suiting us fine for now. But sitting over here, we've got this game topper. So our game table is currently set up on top of our folding table here. But you can buy these leg kits to convert the topper into a standalone table, hopefully make it a little bit more secure.
Just do it already.
The suspense is terrible.
So we just got the leg kits in. Again, they come in a bag, which I don't know why I'd ever use that. Here, open it up. See, we've got these brackets I think you use in the middle of the table to support it, since we've got the larger one. Got a nice pack list of everything. And we got 4 legs here, a little brace, and then here all the components and hardware all nicely packaged. So there you go. Let's set it up. To start off, we're rolling up the mat, setting it aside out of the way, taking the table topper off, getting rid of the folding table, and setting it off to the side. Now here we're unpacking everything that came in the tote bag, and we need in this box these brackets and this hardware here. So we're taking the hardware here, and we see on the underside of this table there's a little groove where these flat bolts can be stuck through the bracket and rotated to lock in place. So we're going to do that. There's 4 slots on each bracket, and we're going to tighten down the nuts on the bracket. We're going to do that for all 4 sides. Once that's done, then we're going to take the legs and screw them directly into the brackets, making sure they're very tight. We're going to do that again on all 4 sides. The bottom of the legs has a little screw that you can put up and down to level the table once you've got it upright. Next, we're going to take these center bracket pieces and put them on the table and space them to the size of your table. As we adjust the size, we can see the holes line up. We're going to stick the bolt through and thread the nut on. We're going to skip the nut on the second hole, and you see the third hole there. So we're going to put all the nuts and bolts on there loosely, put the brace down in place. Each end of this brace has the same little brackets for the corner pieces. We can stick the bolts on, put all the nuts in place, and tighten them all up securely. And we're going to want to do that on the other side as well. Then we're going to take these cross beams, and this is why we skipped the nut on the center bolt. We're going to stick it in the side and slip it over that open bolt and screw the nut on, making sure it's secure. Do that to the other side as well. Here I'm just making sure everything is centered before I give the screws their final tightening. And now I'm going around all of the screws and making sure everything is nice and tight. You never want to screw anything in fully until you're sure that it's in the right place. Alright, so now that that's complete, we're flipping the table over here, but as we're scooting our table into its final position, this is when things go bad.
Oh, damn it.
Oops.
That looks bad.
That's not good. No. What are we going to do about this?
Yeah, so as you can see, when we were assembling the leg kits for this table topper, one of the legs snapped off. The tack welds on the end screw that screws into the table bracket broke. We reached out to the company. They explained that they hadn't ever seen this happen before. They were very nice and understanding. They sent us a replacement one that we got within a week. And ever since then, we set it up and it's been good.
We've actually been using this table for several months now, even though our first video on this channel was maybe a month ago. And it's been fantastic. It's been wonderful. We really like the game mats. That's probably the best part of the whole table. It's really easy to pick up and put down cards. And I would definitely recommend picking up a game mat if you're not all in for the table. We have 2 mats. We have a fantasy themed one that's kind of like a landscape, and we also have a wood grain one.
Yeah, so the wood grain one we really like. It's fooled several people that have come into the game room and they sit down and they think it's a real wood table until they actually feel that it's a mat, and it's surprised every time. Yeah. If you look close, you can tell, but at first glance, it looks like real wood. It's that good. I usually keep both mats stacked on the table on top of each other, and then when I want to change it, I just take the top mat off and I've got a new scenery. The fantasy one is absolutely fantastic. It's a gorgeous painted landscape that's not too busy in the middle of the playing area, which is very important.
So what's really nice about this table is that it has a really nice card rail. It's just this little slit in the middle where you can put your cards, and it's convenient for you, but it's especially good for young players. Kids, they don't have really big hands to hold a lot of cards, and they're not quite coordinated a lot of the times. So we've really enjoyed that for our kids.
Another thing we really like is these cup holders. These are absolutely fantastic. However, this little indentation is a little bit small. It will fit a can of soda just perfectly. So normally we just keep these little coasters in there, and that holds bigger drinks pretty well, but it's still pretty shallow.
We usually have taller drinks, and they're kind of wobbly in there.
Yeah.
But it's great because your drinks no longer are taking up the play area, and there's no danger of them falling onto the cards.
Yeah, exactly. The other component trays are fine, but they're generally a little bit too small for our use. I wish they were a little bit bigger, and they'll sit on top of the rail here. And they're nice, but like they're a little bit too small, so we generally don't use them very much.
We've been really liking this game topper table. We've enjoyed it. It's served our family very well, and it's been a great investment as we are hobby board gamers.
Yeah, it's really enhanced our gaming experience. So Thanks for joining us on Shelf Help Gaming.
Don't forget to help your shelf to some games.
Come in.
What is it? What do you need?
Candy.
Okay, well, you're going to have to wait for candy, okay? Mommy and Daddy are filming a video right now.
Want to watch you though?
Can you come in without bumping the camera? You're about to bump the camera. Okay, no. Okay, we don't. Okay, come in then. Just wait right there, okay?
I need to do.
What are you doing? Why do you need that wrench?
Because I'm tightening this bolt. Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, pull it down. You are helping. You're very helpful.
Mom, I'm helping Mom.
Yeah.
Dad, I can help you. Found another leg.
You found another leg?
Yep.
Thank you for finding that leg.
Okay.
Dad, it's for Dad.
It's for Dad.
Okay, thank you.
Are you gonna set this up?
Yeah.
Dad, why you have wrenches?
So I can put these on.
You
Okay,
have
I'm
a
supposed
tiny
to.
wrench?
Yeah.
And you got this too.
Yep, that's one of the legs.
Okay, you can play with that tiny wrench. Yeah.
These are for big stuff.
Yes. Like a table.
And this is for tiny stuff.
Yes.
Tiny stuff.
I should play with these two tiny wrenches. I love these tiny wrenches. Mom, I should try the big one. Because this is too small.
Nessa, hand it to Daddy. See if Daddy needs it.
See, Dad,
Oh, thank you.
you need it.
Thanks.